Good morning, brothers and sisters. I thank Dr. Rakesh from USA, listeners, watchers, students, scholars, sportsmen, professionals and professors, speakers, readers, writers, those who are listening from the field of science, religion, spirituality, arts, commerce and engineering, teachers and trainers, professionals and professors, the most honorable present Prime Minister Saint Dr.R.K.SinghModi ji, presence of Reverend Fathers and Mothers, affectionate sons and daughters, availability of ministers and doctors. I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily, cordially welcome all of you. It is really very nice time, nice place, nice action that we are listening with 100% present sense of mind. Yesterday we have celebrated the birth of Swami Vivekananda. It was not the yesterday, but every day is celebrated with the salute and with namaskar to that personality who came on this earth in the form of rising sun and made the people, they are to work, their action must be like the sun without burning yourself, on the basis of peace, non-violence and the truth. It was the great message which was delivered by Swami Vivekananda to our youngsters. He was operated by his physical, mental and spiritual body. But if we go through his words, ideas, thoughts, we conclude that he was totally channelized by his soul or spirit. This was his soul, his great caliber that brought revolutionary change, that make us able to prove outsiders how is our culture. Our present Prime Minister also follow him, because he was the staunch believer of the Bhagavad Gita. When Swamiji was given the chance to provide the sequence to the Holy Scripture of the different religions, then Swamiji placed the Holy Bhagavad Gita at the foundation in the series of different kind of literature. Someone asked, Swamiji, what happened? How have you put it down? Because all the worldly scripture, all the worldly holy books that we read, that have come from the Indian foundation. So it was a great message To be starter, beginner and initiator of our culture, he addressed to the worldly people. They should celebrate every day with new day. Every day is the day of festival. Every day there is the birth of someone, some soul, any soul. So, we are to celebrate our every day with new day. Good morning. With good morning, we are to celebrate every day. This was the great appeal, advocacy, and the message in the form of audio and video. We watch, we listen at our home, and we know that how do we respect, welcome, treat, accept, thank our forefathers, foretellers, ancient people, old age people of our society and family. We are to respect them. We are to respect them means we are respecting our culture. Service to man is a service to God. This was the message. This was addressed, preached by that supernatural personality. He spent his 40 years on this life in this world of materialistic things. He was not much interested of materialism. His body was totally spiritualistic body for others, and he gave the message, gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you are to do the work selflessly. It's the true pleasure, true happiness. You are to think, and you are to return to the Vedas. Do welfare, the needy, the poor, downtrodden, dejected, rejected people of our society. Then you will get the greatest blessing of God and grace of God. By the waves of sound and rays of light, you will feel most energetic. Re-energize yourself, rejuvenate yourself. So brothers, we salute such personality and we celebrate every day. The rising sun is the Guru. As per the Holy Scripture, holy guidance and teachings of our different religions, all the natural elements by which our human body is made, air, fire, soil, sky and water, these are our Guru. All these play the role of our family member. Celestial abode, eternal abode. Their message is for humanity. If we respect the one sun in daytime and we respect the moon at night time, and how is the maker of this nature? Who is the maker of this nature? How many kind of sun he can produce? How many moons he can produce? How many stars he has produced? Do we think? Do we become the true researcher? Perhaps not. We are involved and indulged only with the outwardnesses, hypocrisies, and with the taste of our senses. The knowledge of our senses is superb for us because we are materialistic. No doubt it is also the grace and blessing of God, but it is only 1%. 99% pleasure, happiness you will get when you will dedicate yourself for enhancing your spiritual manners, spiritual talent, spiritual style, spiritual skills. That will make you able to have the permanent ecstatic joy, for getting the everlasting soothing effect of our mind and heart. Our all internal organs, our all senses are the form of materialism. No doubt body is the temple of God. No doubt heart is the place and seat of God. But He who has made the heart, He who has made the body, how is He? Who is He? It's the field of research. It's the true spiritualistic discovery. We know that, we read in our history that Vasco da Gama discovered India in 1498 and Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj came on this earth in 1469 and William Shakespeare born in 1564. Saint Kabir came in 13th to 14th century. We know these dates, days, time and calendar. But He who is immemorial, He who is, He who was, He who will, in present, past and future, in the form of nature, He is always friendly with us. He is always familiar with us. He is always fearless. Why do we not connect and relate with Him? Because we are confined with our materialistic world. We are not repeating or we are not listening attentively that voice which is always comes from inside, from the beating of our heart. It is the doctor's assumption that our heart beats 72 times and our mind generates 72 ideas. As per the psychiatrist, there are three kinds of mind: right mind, left mind and midbrain. This is the midbrain which has the unrelenting, unceasing and unstopping power, about which Swami Vivekananda addressed the whole nation. Gentlemen, brothers and sisters, your mind is the mind of God. Lord Himself comes in us, comes with us. Why do we forget that situation? Because we are running just after the physical subjects, that fundamentals which was given by our culture in the form of philosophy, psychology, soul, we have forgot. Just we are running after consuming, using materialistic things. But when there comes any problem, serious problem, irremediable disease, natural disasters, calamities, devastations like earthquake, rainfall, heavy rainfall, landsliding, and nowadays corona or COVID kind of disease, and one more disease which is supposed to come, Omicron. How we can save our youth or generation from the frustrations, depressions, anxieties and sorrows? First thing, that is patience. Second is satisfaction. Third is we are to make our India, our nation self-dependent. We are to keep our surroundings neat and clean. We are to return to the digitalogy and electronology. And we are to keep, that was the first mantra of our present Prime Minister, संयम और संकल्प से हम इस युद्ध को जीत सकते हैं. Why do we not keep it in our mind? Our character, culture is known as the greatest teacher throughout the world. Swamiji addressed this thing. 2 गज दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी. Like that, सावधानी हटी, दुर्घटना घटी. So these mantras keep us not isolated from Lord or God. He who is in the form of rays of light, waves of sound, and is in this digital electronic age, in the age of computer, we are entertaining, enjoying all online programs. So time, place and action, these are nothing before our advancements of the things. If we are enjoying these online programs, the Lord who has made these things, we are to do the research of that Lord. He who is also wordless, unworldly situation, unworldly position is also of the Lord. If He resides in air, fire, soil, sky and water, Swami Vivekananda proved it to the nation that He does also exist where there is no light and sound. Means He is lightless and soundless. His presence cannot be denied, cannot be forgotten. And if we want to be true, sincere and honest for ourselves, for our soul, then we are to be free from the selfish nature and we are to work selflessly, hopelessly. This was the great mantra which was given by our starters, those who came in the form of multidimensional, multi-sided and multifaceted personalities. They addressed the whole world by their thought, word, idea. Revolutionary changes they brought. But we celebrate them only